Good morning, everybody. Sorry about that.
They're going to get advertisements right now
Yeah,
while you're saying that.
I know I don't have it set for. I didn't have the ads turned on yet. Um, Good morning, Bumcrack. Good morning, Tactical Z. Good morning, Lag. Good morning,
There it
Javis.
is.
Good morning, Hank Allen Cash.
Howdy, everybody.
Yes, good morning, everybody. Peddling Profits. Good morning, Phil Higgins.
Higgins' son.
Is it Higgins' son?
Higgins' son.
Oh, I'm sorry.
He's the son of Higgins. Phil. Phil,
Higgins.
the son of Higgins.
Uh, all I can think of is Professor Higgins. Sorry. Uh, no, not farming game. I did that early this morning, right after Roberta left to work. I fed my cows, fed my chickens,
Oh my God.
all that kind of stuff. Anyway, good morning, everybody. The southeast is cold. I know the Midwest is really cold. Uh, so, how were sales and shipping and all that kind of stuff for yesterday, Todd?
Uh, I had a banger day yesterday.
Good.
Again, I'm doing good this year so far. Knock on wood. Let's see. I sold
Liar, liar, pants on fire, lag.
$398 worth of worthless crap to unsuspecting buyers.
But it's not worthless crap to them.
That's true.
It's collectibles or needed stuff or just stuff for their debt pile. Okay, is it debt or death pile? What are people saying? Um, Glad someone is doing good. Slow day yesterday. I sold $36 worth, and one was a cable brake cable for a bicycle, and the other one was some stickers for a Snow White, not Snow White, Mickey Mouse, a Minnie Mouse. Yes, the post office is closed today because of the death of our former president, Clinton. Carter. Uh,
Clinton's getting kind of old too.
yeah, he started to really show it too. But if I lived with Hillary, I'd probably show it too. I mean, I have all this youthfulness because I live because I live with the wonderful woman that I live with. Um, so how is everybody else's? It's a debt pile. That's what I was saying. I think people say death. Vintage says death pile, but I thought debt pile. It's an investment pile. Okay, tactical Z. I'll go with that. Opportunity pile. Y'all have all different ones. Yes, Clinton is aging. Clinton's old. I mean, we're all old, but these guys come out of the White House and they look like death warmed over it as it is. I mean, the only one that didn't was Ronnie Reagan, and he didn't make any words about the fact that he put dye on his hair. But even though Obama, when he came, he's just plumb gray haired now.
So we
Yeah.
had our
Um, let's see. I have a list over here. The weather. It's actually supposed to snow here tomorrow. Start about 1 o'clock allegedly, and snow till about 2 o'clock in the morning on Saturday.
we've got a winter weather warning right now,
Right.
but it's not snowing, so I don't know what they're.
Well, we're taking it for. I just think it's a way to for um, retailers can up their stock prices by having significant sales first quarter because of all the milk and bread that's going out of the door. Speaking of milk and the bread, I did some research to find out why it's a big thing with not just Southerners, but predominantly with Southerners. But why do they buy milk and bread? And it's because the Southerners are not accustomed to significant snowfall, and so they're fear of they're afraid of running out of milk and bread staples. Um, Even up north where they get it a lot, if it's a if a blizzard's coming through Buffalo, everybody stocks up too. But it's not a joke like it is down here. And if you've lived in the South during any snowstorms or ice storms, you don't want to get on the road to try to get to the grocery stores. Um, so
Yeah, Obama was the youngest president since Kennedy.
yeah,
Yeah.
so it's a case where hang on a second. Let me get rid of this other. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's all I had to say. Obama was a fair, comparatively young president when he was in office.
So yeah, but they all do. I mean, they all look bad. I mean, Trump didn't age too much, but I think that's because he's used to the damn stress anyway from running a big business. But I mean, who would really want that? I don't buy almond milk. Like, if I can't drink real milk, real whole milk, then I don't drink milk. That's just the way it is. Um, so hopefully everybody's prepared for it. Jabez, have you gone out in Chastity? I don't remember if I saw her in here. If Good morning, Faxon Cognito. I hope y'all gone out.
J.D. Vance is not very old.
No, he's
So,
not. I think he'll be the youngest president in 4 years. Uh, so everybody get prepared. It's probably going to do nothing. I'll probably be able to walk around in the backyard in my flip flops and my speedo tomorrow, instead of it being.
oh, good. My mind,
It just made you throw up, didn't it?
my mind's eye, my mind's eye.
Dang it, 8 a.m. It's only supposed to be 26 degrees here, allegedly. So everybody, hopefully you're prepared for it.
John.
I mean, most people don't have to get out in it unless they're going to go to the post office, which the post office is closed today. Secured some salt for the steps yesterday. Tom, no grocery shopping. Yeah. Roberta, when she was coming home from work yesterday, she said they'd already started slagging the roads.
Oh yeah, they did it more last night.
So it's so they're trying to get prepared around here. It'll probably all blow up. Uh, the north side of Charlotte will probably get 6 inches of snow, and like I said, it'll be sunny and 70 on the south side. Not that Charlotte is that big; it's just the fact that it seems like the snowstorm refuses to cross over I-85, which runs from Atlanta to Raleigh. Hank says, "Good morning, Roberta."
Good morning.
Tactical, you think Barron would run against J.D. Vance for president in
He won't be old
4
enough.
years? Barron?
Barron will in 4 years. Barron will only be like 26 years old. You got to
No,
be
you're
30.
thinking of, but you're thinking about what's what, what's the youngest one's name?
You talking about the son, the older son, not Barron. Barron's the baby.
Oh, Barron's the okay.
He's the youngest one. He just graduated from high school. Uh,
What's the what's the oldest son's name? I can't remember.
Donnie Jr.
Donnie Jr.
What's the other son that's involved in the Donald's politics that's always in the paper news? Huh?
I don't know.
Jeez, people.
Don Jr. Oh, okay, there you go.
No, I think
Yeah, I could see Don Jr. running against J.D. Vance, but
no, I don't. I think everything is. I think
and then there's Eric. Yeah,
Eric. Yeah, I think Ivanka would have a better chance than Donald Jr. But I think it's just my opinion, and I have many, as y'all know. Eric, yeah. Uh, I think it's already in the works that JD is being groomed for the presidency. He's young, he's charismatic, whichever. Um,
he sure
and people
was
seem
good
to
in
like
those
him.
debate season.
Yeah. So I think he is being groomed for. I don't see any. I don't. I think he's being groomed for the position, and that he will be the nomination. You know.
Trump's kids are not politicians.
No, and you know what? If I was as rich as they are, why would I want to do something like that?
Same reason that
Donnie's
Don.
ego. It's all ego.
Uh,
Give me $1 quintillion, and the president of the United States, the prime minister of Russia, and the king of England would be kneeling at my feet. That's what makes the difference. The politicians. That's. Um,
what is Dodo table?
yeah,
What are you
that's
talking
supposed to
about?
be a to-do table.
To do table.
I was reading this morning because I'm trying to follow in Scott's footprints about doing some reading in the morning. Bearded picker, bearded picker, bearded picker, and I was reading an article, and it was talking about to do tables, not to do lists, and I couldn't find a download. But basically, it's can you see that?
What do you mean a to do table?
You have a schedule of appointments, and then you have ticks, which are little short things like call mama and ask her if she's got her milk and bread, and then tasks which take longer, and then projects that take even longer than that. Stuff that takes long, and it's a pretty good idea because how many things like I should have called my mother, and it's 11 o'clock at night. My mom has been in bed for 4 hours. So a doo-doo table, yeah, like whatever. Anyway, I just thought it was interesting, and however you do your projects, like AA, BB, whatever. If you're doing a task, a tick or a task that's involved in those, then you would like put it in parentheses, AA in parentheses beside it, so you'd know you're
Oh,
doing it.
do table is where you separate all the shit you've got to do.
Yeah,
You see what I did
absolutely.
here?
So, um, and the person said not to use your phone to print it out, print out a week so you can look at it at a time, and so you can go by on Tuesday and see what you didn't do on Monday because you haven't struck stuff out. So anyhow, just
Yeah, I've got a do table also. I got I got shit to do.
I'm sorry about that, Texas. I'm sorry that your wife passed. And I'm assuming it's been a while because don't remember anything about it. But then again, I'm old and I can't remember anything from yesterday. But ask me about something I did when I was 16, and I can probably tell you about it. Um, so anyway, I just thought that was kind of interesting. Todd, what's silver and gold doing today?
I don't know. I hadn't looked sideways since the election. Kind of went down a little bit after the election, and then it just grinding around.
Right.
Yeah, silver's up a little bit, and gold is up slightly, but they're not near their records, so. uh, but yeah, I like silver and gold to take a big dip for a while so I can buy some more and then finally have enough. Except I don't know what I'd buy it with. I'm broke. I bought
Yeah.
a I bought a cruise and then Gage had to have some help with his medical bills. And that's put a dent in things. He'll either pay me back or he won't, but whatever.
Just subtract it from his inheritance.
I was trying to figure out what was that scripture that said if your son comes to you for a fish, do you give him a rock? Would you give him a rock? Wasn't that one of Jesus' parables or something?
I
You
don't
don't give
remember.
your son a rock when he asks for a fish. Something like that.
You know when Todd goes.
Snake. If your son asks for a fish to eat, would you give him a snake? Maybe that's it. Is that it, James? Anyway, I'm
Um,
old. All my Bible lessons from younger life are starting to get forgotten. I need to break out the Bible and do some more reading.
when Todd passes and his all his children get to the reading of the will, you know Lag and Larry, Mr. Sadie, are going to be going, okay, now did the old man subtract that $20,000 he gave to Gage to pay his medical bills with? Did he subtract that from his part? Because that should be coming to me and Lag and David.
yeah, it's
You better brush up on your scriptures. Is that what you're saying, Anissa?
Lag's
It is
gonna
getting crazy.
litigate for his portion.
You know he will.
Take him to court. That old man promised me a third of the death pile.
Yeah, that's right. But don't say that, Lag, because if you do, David and Gage will be going, back the truck up. You can have it all.
It's weird. My inventory is according to eBay, I have $50,000 worth of crap listed. I'm like, how in the world do I have $50,000 worth of crap listed? But
That's,
I keep looking at it. Yeah, it's 50,000.
I need to get.
There's there's a bunch of crap that hasn't sold.
I bro- I used. And this has nothing to do with that, but which is nothing new for this show. I used to drink out of the big white cup that had Sagittarius on the side of it. Well, I broke it, and I like a big coffee cup. And these micro center ones were given to Sergey, and I need to have some coffee. Get me a coffee cup with my logo on the side of it instead of everybody else's. But I don't like this. Has got a blue interior. I don't like cups with dark interiors. I like it white or clear. It's like it's a glass. So anyway, I guess I need to send my logo and spend $20 to get me my own cup. Um,
How do you
what
lag sold 7? How much?
what did you sell, Lag? You don't have to say brands. Just say I sold 5 printers. You know, an Orgasmatron. Uh, what?
Orgasmatron.
Yeah, y'all don't know what that's from. That's from the sci-fi movie with Woody Allen that made the house that modern house sitting on the side of the interstate in Denver famous. I don't remember what the name of the movie is, but anyway, that's what that's from. And Mr. Higgins, does anybody know what Mr. or Professor Higgins? Do y'all know what that's from? That I mentioned earlier when I was calling somebody by the incorrect name. Yeah, right. Whatever. You need. I'm sure somebody's got one of them out for sale. Sold 17 flux capacitors. Okay, that's not good. That's fictitious. Um,
So,
the pile driver in this, the pile driver. But yeah, what?
Cradium? Yeah, Higgins was on Magnum PI.
No, Higgins. Professor Higgins was from My Fair Lady. Ari Higgins.
Okay.
I mean, that's the one. I wasn't ever really a Magnum PI fan. My Fair Lady, exactly. Um, that doesn't exist. Zag. That doesn't create. There is no such thing as cradium, according to Google. Okay, Lag. Yeah, Professor Higgins. Um, what else was on? Oh, okay. Let's move on to the important stuff.
Okay.
We talked about the weather, the milk and bread, gold and silver prices, the schedule, eBay and Facebook. You and Bridget were talking about that, and I think Beth were talking about that in our group chat. What's all that about?
What?
Something? Do I have to go back and find? Where's Facebook at? It's in the tab somewhere.
Talking about what?
Facebook and eBay merging or doing some
Oh,
cross
yeah.
selling or something of that sort. In case you haven't heard, FB and eBay are merging. Tech and Sports is on live right now about it for anyone interested.
I I wouldn't mind a cross post to Facebook of my large and expensive items, but I don't want to cross post all these electric plugs. Somebody buys 2 of them and they expect me to meet them for a meetup for a $10 item. No, I don't do Facebook Marketplace for a $10 item. That's not going to happen. It would have to be like at least a $30 item for me to bust out of the house and meet somebody to sell them something on Facebook Marketplace. So I'm I would cross list a bunch of my stuff to Facebook Marketplace if they merged, but yeah, I don't want all the baseball caps I've got or shirts or
Right. Good morning,
electric
Chastity.
plugs or toothbrush holders to be on Facebook Marketplace. That's just, there's not enough time use. The time it takes to get out the house, go down to I meet folks at the Dairy Queen parking lot, and the time it takes to get out and go down there, it's going to have to be a $30 item or more, I think.
Right. Well, you could always use it for an excuse since you go to the Dairy Queen to whip it in and get you a Blizzard or a.
So Robin says it is not Facebook Meetup, and listing may not even show up in your area. There's still going to be shipped items. Well, if that's true, then maybe I should cross list to Facebook, but how much is that going to increase the amount of buyers? Couldn't hurt, I guess.
There's a link if anybody that knows anything about what's going about this, what's to come in and chat. Feel free to do so. And if you don't know anything about it and still want to come in, you're welcome to do so. Just do front porch pickups. Lag. Todd's not going to have people coming to his house. I don't want people coming to my house because they'll stop and pick his pick his carport. Pick his carport. He's already got a bad rep with the kids in the neighborhood because get a piece of candy and it's rubber band to two toothbrush holders. You know what I mean? That's what they got for trick or treating. Yeah, and it would get flooded with crap, or it would get to a point where you couldn't find what you were looking for. It'd be so bottled up with stuff.
Yeah, I'm kind of with James there. It would flood the marketplace, and people would quit going to marketplace to look for stuff.
Yeah.
Because to me, Facebook Marketplace is a local selling to a local.
Yeah.
Just everything on eBay winds up in Facebook Marketplace, then
And like you said, if you got a $7 item, if you're going to make $7 off of an item, do you want to, after everything's said and done, do you want to have to make a trip to the Dairy Queen or to the McDonald's or wherever you meet your people at? That gets when you could have thrown it in a padded envelope and waited for the mail carrier to come by, or took it to the mail post office with all the other 10 things you got to sell or ship.
but hey, I'm all about making money
Yeah.
if it's if that's a way to make more money, then yeah, I'll jump on the Facebook bandwagon.
Yeah, I agree with that, Chastity. Um, I mean, it would be different if you had a business, like a business location. No, I'm not talking about like a retail store, but just an office somewhere where they could come by. Um, and to go back up to what Anissa said about cash sales. Well, if you're selling on Facebook through eBay, are all the fees going to still apply? And the tracking of sales still apply? I mean, that's one of the things that people liked about Craigslist was, it's sort of under the table, but, not under the table. So yeah, it will not be a cash sale, and people like that cash money because Anissa uses it to go buy her a big old white chocolate mocha from Starbucks and a double Whopper from Burger King. Hey, that's cool. And they still got their part of it. I mean, they still get their fee, Jabus. You said that when you had an antique booth, sometimes use that store to pick up the location for the buyer, drop it off. They collect the money if when the buyer shows up. Um, and I'm assuming they got their 20% or 30%, whatever. Oh, okay. So anywho, that's a pretty good idea there, Jabus. Well, that's cool. And it would help the antique mall because it would be driving people to actually come in the front door. 10% on those. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's not a bad idea. Craig, if you're in here, land chart picker, he's got an antique booth. Um, so anyway, I just was curious to know what all that was about. Whether because I could just see that would kind of become kind of problems. I hate to make it 10 to 20K a year that under scam couldn't get taxes from. Okay. Okay. Your services, James? That's kind of dodgy sounding there, dude. Added traffic. Yeah, it would have brought traffic. Yeah, and yes, I agree. And you know what, Anissa? This is just my opinion, not Todd's, not nobody else's. I'm tired of people, all these other countries dissing on the United States, but they got their damn begging bowl out. May I have more, please, sir? Um, and all these people that's wanting to jump on bricks, which is, degrading the American dollar, yet they want those American dollars. I say, cut them all off. Go to Mr. China and Mr. Russia, who are both got one foot in the bankrupt graveyard right now. Yeah, well, I say let them beg, let them demand all they want to, but because you know what, I'm gonna do a line of T-shirts that says no on the front of it, and maybe some for the ladies that have no in like 500 different languages all peppered around it. People need to learn to say no. Our government, whether it's federal, state, or local. I mean, people just need to need to say no. Yeah, Javis, 5 minutes late, 20 minutes compensation. Yeah, Todd, are they back today? The Lutherans.
Um, I don't know. I'm gonna have to run over there and look. Let's see.
John
They got a
Gunn.
website. Let me look on their website.
I would love. Actually, I'll have to throw a third one in there. I would love to see Scott, Anissa, and Roberta together and let them rant for an hour, we would have 4 billion viewers. They would piss off so many people. They're not evil, Jabus. They're only evil because Todd will not say no. No, I will not buy that. No, I can't buy that. No, I don't want to live in my truck because my wife said if I brought something else home, she was going to put me in my truck. But yeah, John, that would be. Anissa, it's kind of straightening up a little bit as it goes. I think people are. I think people are just tired of the BS and they're getting back to reality. You just don't see all the crap on YouTube or on the news shows, all the woke stuff, any of that. I think the U.S. election, showed the world that people are just kind of tired of the nonsense.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying trans people are nonsense or gay people are not nonsense or rednecks from Texas are not nonsense. Oh, by the way, did you see Sunday night's episode, Anissa? Wasn't it sad? Um, it just, I think we're going from 90 degrees left. It's moving back up to about 45 left right now. That's just my opinion.
So that's right. And this, the government needs a doo-doo table.
No, they just need to say no.
Uh, Todd Suckergoofus.Todd.com. Whatever.
See, and they need about 3 or 4 people like my mom to go down through that budget with her little red markers. Because my mom can stretch a penny till that sucker is black and blue and screaming for mercy. Not that she's cheap, but she just, she's conservative about where she's spending her money and is it necessary. And, you know, when my dad was alive and he was running his business, they had some arguments about my dad would decide to buy a truck, and my mom would say, "Did we really need that truck? Did we really?" And it'd probably be the same thing because he's got these senators and congressmen would come into him and say, "How dare you question why I spent that money?" Because that's what my dad would basically do: is say, "Britty, I wouldn't have bought it if we didn't need it." So that's probably be the same way it is. They would be just offended that somebody was questioning their their authority, as Roberta just said. And that's another thing. Is that just a fear tactic in this? Because the Social Security, the biggest portion of Social Security is being paid out to people that are going to be dying in the next 10 years or 20 years. That's just it. That's just it, Anissa. You drive the same beater with a heater for 13 years. It saved me a lot of money. I'm gonna tell you what. If I lived where you lived, I wouldn't care about anything except whether the damn heater worked. Yeah, well, that's just it. You know, Barry, Barry, Barry. You're not old enough to be dead in 10 years unless that drinking and carousing is going to get it to you, Jabus. You stay away from the holler. You know, you wouldn't get in those Friday night brawls or the Saturday night brawls. I mean, yeah, this like where Bridget lives, and the people that live around. There's people that live around Buffalo that I've seen in the chat. I mean, no, too many bad decisions in your past. I can figure so. You like dry cake? Are you saying mom bought corn? So anyway, what else are we going to talk about? Because I've talked about everything on my list, or I've inquired about everything on my list. I thought the Facebook and eBay thing would go a little bit further. Yeah, really? Well, tell you what, you got two in high school, pack their little butts up and move them south.
I just got to learn more about how the Facebook eBay merger is going to work. So people can go to Facebook and buy something out of your eBay store. Is that what you're saying?
I don't know.
And do
I'm
you have
just
to
reading.
take time for each individual listing to populate your Facebook with it? Okay, partnership, James, whatever you want to call it. Facebook would make referral money. And this is eBay's answer to the loss of customers.
Okay, I'm looking at eBay's
It'll be an
page.
add-on Facebook.
Okay.
So is my whole store gonna show up in Todd the Old Man Grifter Facebook site or what? Or do I need to open a Facebook account just for crossover listing eBay stuff to it?
Okay, here's what eBay.
Because I don't need all my ex students and relatives and
Right.
college buddies and high school classmates
Know all the crap that you sell.
to they don't want to see all the crap I've got for sale on eBay on my page.
I don't want to see half the crap that's posted on it. Not yours, but I'm just about talking about in general. Okay, this is what introducing eBay's partnership with Facebook Marketplace. This is from the 8th of January 2025. eBay Seller News Team. We're always looking for new ways to increase exposure to your listings on and off eBay.
Lag.
Starting today, we're thrilled to announce that we are adding Facebook Marketplace to the growing roster of channels where your listings can be found. This week kicks off our collaboration with a pilot of selected listings appearing on Facebook Marketplace in the US, Germany, and France. There's no action required on your part. Simply keep listing on eBay as usual to enjoy the benefits of broader visibility and the chance to reach a new audience of buyers through Facebook Marketplace. The entire process from product inquiries to payments will continue to be handled through eBay. That don't make sense. That means your transactions, order details, and seller protection will remain unchanged. Stay tuned for more updates as we work to expand the number of eBay listings that can appear on Facebook Marketplace, opening the door to new buyers and opportunities. What happens when an item sells on Facebook Marketplace? When an item from eBay sells to Facebook Marketplace, a buyer will be directed The buyers will be redirected to eBay to finalize their purchase following the same process as when they buy directly from eBay.com. Additionally, the sales will be protected by eBay's money back guarantee and all other applicable eBay policies and protections. Do I need to do anything to enable my listings to show up on Facebook Marketplace? eBay is always looking for new ways to drive traffic to your listings. We already work with a number of partners sites to show your inventory to interested buyers. As long as your account is in good standing, the listings could appear on any of these partners, including Facebook Marketplace, based on user interest, shopping trends, and listing quality. Will any of my items be shown to local buyers? Facebook Marketplace shows a mix of local and shipped items. That means your listings could appear on a buyer's outside of your local market based on the shipping preferences that you have set on eBay. There.
But it's not going to show up on my Facebook page.
It's not going to show up on your Facebook page. It doesn't appear to show up on your Facebook page. It looks like
Bill
it's
says
on.
it's going to show up as advertisements
Yeah,
while
that's what it looks
people are
like.
looking at Facebook.
Yeah, because if you look at Facebook Marketplace, you see, you know, they have like little categories of shipped and all this kind of stuff. It will be Craig says that it will be a sponsored ad on Facebook Marketplace.
So is eBay going to create a fee for your items to show up on Facebook Marketplace?
Well, in my opinion, there should only be a minimal fee, and that's for doing the processing of the payment.
So who pays for that, Facebook or me, the seller?
Well, I'm talking about that the normal eBay fees should not apply because it's not coming from an eBay sale, it's coming from a Facebook sale. Does that make any sense?
Well, that's not going to happen with
Of
eBay.
course, it's not going with eBay.
They're going to get their cut.
So my point is, why would people? Can you? I didn't see where you could, whether you have to approve that your items are listed on Facebook or whether they're not.
Okay,
Yeah.
Robin, I get that you're going to be redirected to eBay
Well,
from
that's what I said
Facebook.
when I was reading out. I remember that. Yeah, I do comprehend what I read. Um,
But is
Good
eBay
Rising
going
Grind.
to charge us a larger fee if it's going to be a purchase from our store on the Facebook website?
It's just like any other ad. It's just a promotion to your listing according to Phil. Good morning, Rise and Grind, Shane.
So that means there is going to be another promotion fee.
Or if you don't have your items promoted,
Which 98% of my items are not promoted.
I guess it's a case where you got to figure out. You got to decide whether is it worth it. Is it worth it to sail through this process? Uh,
Phil says the seller doesn't pay any extra.
It's already part of their promotion strategy.
Huh.
So that's all I'm gonna say about that. Well,
James. Well, I am. I'm totally confused about all the ramifications and how it's going to work
first of
because
all, is there a switch that you flip to be thrown out to the Facebook Marketplace? Because there are people that refuse to pay promotion fees, you know, and then to get hit with a promotion fee because it was sold on Facebook Marketplace. Facebook will be eBay will be eBay covering the cost for now.
Shane says, but I guarantee they'll put another pay-per-click option for it.
I mean, if anybody knows what's going on about this thing here, there's the link.
And Lag says it's going to make eBay stock skyrocket when they. So has it been implemented? Are they in a beta now? Are some people's
Apparently so.
stuff showing up on Facebook now?
And I have a question. It's like my bike stuff. Will it show up because I'm in? Will it show up heavily in the Charlotte market? Um, because I might elect to on a $50 bike seat. I might elect to meet them at McDonald's so they can pick it up right now. Does that make sense?
I'm sorry, I was not paying attention.
Okay, right. Okay,
What'd you say?
if I like my bike stuff, we have a big biking population here in town. On the weekends, you see coveys of bikers everywhere. So my bike stuff, would they promote it heavy? I mean, would it be pushed more to the Charlotte website, Facebook website, marketplace because I'm in Charlotte, or will it be just maybe if the person is sorting by distance? Tom, okay, I see that, Japes. Um, or like in Todd, whatever items would they be promoting, pushing heavily towards whatever Facebook marketplace is local to Charlotte? I mean to Todd. So it's non-existent, basically Texas Bandit.
I'm imagining that the main ads you see on Facebook Marketplace, if it's just ads, that it's going to be the same old thing: car parts and shoes and
Use roller skates.
the stuff that eBay is advertising now on their advertisements.
It's an ad. Yeah, that's what I figured too. But here's my thing. When it comes down to the bottom line, why would I want to sell something through eBay? I mean, through eBay or through Facebook through eBay when I can do it through directly to Facebook Marketplace and not have to pay any fees. If I want to deal with meeting people and all that kind of stuff, why pay eBay the fees? Did that make any sense to anybody?
Just for the increase in sales, I guess.
Vintage Memory says when you go to Facebook Marketplace now and put in postcards in the search, you get local postcards and you get postcards listings from around the country. You are not selling through Facebook.
So Shane sounds like he's going to go jump on it. more eyes on product, and it's going to be free.
If it takes this band that says if you have ad aware or ad block, you won't see it. So the ads will be blocked.
Shane's smarter than he looks. Sorry, Shane.
Uh,
Shane's a good seller.
well, he's
Shane
welcome.
even put out videos. He was doing DoorDash and something else, Walmart Spark, and he compared them. That was a good video, Shane. That was interesting. Not that I'm
Well,
going to jump out and do Walmart Spark, but
yeah.
it was an interesting video.
Is that what Steve does at Spark, or does he just do Walmart with the regular Walmart? Or is that the same? I mean, I don't know. I just know he does heavily Walmart.
No, I think Steve is on Spark, yeah, or was. He's trying to go full time reselling again.
Do
Prairie Grit for the win.
you're pretty
Just kidding.
good for the, excuse me, is that like prairie dirt? I'm not familiar with this prairie grit. Uh, yes, Spark. Yes, Steve does it. Um, I mean, I'm just asking questions, peddling. I don't. I know nothing about it. I have sold stuff through Facebook Marketplace. I list it. People contact me. I meet them at the McDonald's. They give me the money. I give them the item. And when we drive away, we're done. Um, and there's, I know what it is, Jameis. Yeah, I was there when it first came. Not I wasn't there, but I remember when it first came out. Um, I didn't even know it was still around. But yeah, dope deal. I mean, it's basically the same thing. I got my pocket full of cash, or my $6 or $3 or whatever, and uh, I'm just wondering. It's just driving more traffic to eBay. Well, I don't really, I don't want to pay all this stuff. Well, while I'm here, let me just go ahead and I don't want to have to. If I don't want, if I'm gonna have to deal with eBay, I might as well see what eBay's got that they can just ship directly to me.
Yeah, Shane, eBay is king for me. And Scott and his crew yesterday on their show, they were just so much talk about how tough Amazon is getting.
Yeah.
And I never, yeah, it just firms up my thought process that I just wish eBay was better, just attract new buyers and quit charging such big fees and so on and so on.
What is PG membership look, Craig? Um, yeah, Amazon's is going a different direction. Oh, there's what I started saying that Craig made me forget what I was going to say. There's a couple of, well, three people that I follow, and they're like, this is five businesses that you should look into, and five businesses you should stay away from. And Amazon FBA, oh, Prairie Grit. Okay, sorry. I know of no Prairie Grit. Uh,
So
so,
Flipping Ain't Easy put out a video about the change or adding Facebook stuff. I had to watch him, check his take. Because John John pays attention to stuff like that, so it's probably a good video. Oh yeah, Glenn, happy birthday. Is Glenn here?
I don't. He probably wait till he gets to work. I'm getting. I'm. It's 10:03. 10:05. I got to get off of here. That's my 1 hour. I'm allocating this because of my screw up.
There is an ad for speaking of Facebook Marketplace, there's an ad for an HO scale train
Uh huh.
collection in the same town where the auction is.
You want to buy it?
I don't know. I
Is
need
it?
to see it. It looks good.
Is it big bucks?
He wants 850 for everything. So
No, I allow me 1 hour, Texas. Just this YouTubing burns up a lot of time, and it's my fault. Yeah, I mean, I'm not against it if it drives more people to sites, the eBay site. That's fine. I just don't want to have to. I'm not interested in like Todd said. I got a $10 item. I really don't want to drive to meet somebody to get it and still have to pay my fees. I like when I meet people. I drive away with cash and they drive away with the product they want to buy. Yeah, 850. Todd's got the money. He's just got to float the idea by Gwen because he comes in with all that stuff.
all right. Lag wants to see pictures of the train collection.
Okay, go ahead.
Let me get back here and hit the screen share. Of course, he'll probably jump over me and buy it out from under me. All right, let's see where to go. And here we go.
Holy crap!
It's just a ton of boxes there. Then he shows these look like unbuilt like buildings to go around your track. Now Walters is a pretty big name in look, there's some toes. I always get pictures with toes. Uh, Walters is a good brand in model trains. There's a couple of engines with cabooses. This stuff looks well cared for. I can't tell what that is. It looks like cars. Now this set, I looked this set up, and each one of these sells between $30 and $50. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 11, 12. What's 12 times 30? Uh,
$360.
no, he already said he would take 850 for everything. I sent him a message saying what's the least you would take. This looks like brand new track in a styrofoam box. And here's just a box of railroad cars. I can't tell what that's a picture of. This guy's obviously not an eBay seller because look, his little doggy is right there.
Right.
So anyway, yeah, I'm thinking about, that Colleen's got their auction this weekend. So I'm thinking about buying some stuff from Colleen, and when I go to pick it up, go look at the collection and maybe buy it.
Yeah, you need to just go ahead and buy it, Todd.
James, I have sold a lot of model railroad stuff before. I'm kind of into it. I like that stuff.
Yeah. Okay, I got to take a kid to the doctor. I got two kids that's sick.
Lag says it's getting cherry picked right now. How do you know, Lag? You don't know.
He's just trying to be trouble. So go ahead and buy it, Todd.
Well, I need to look at it closer.
Well, then do that.
If I can't make a profit, I'm not going to buy it.
All right, I've got to go. I got to take a kid to the doctor.
Lag's
And
got
and
his evil smiley face there.
yeah, Sasha, Anissa. Um, he he's and both he and my oldest one are both sick. I mean, sick, and no, not COVID. And are you kidding? Todd spent $15 for a trailer. He'll take that flatbed and
Oh,
net
that
it
looks like
down.
it'll fit in the back of my pickup.
Yeah.
And if it doesn't, then I can make 2 trips.
So thanks, Todd, for coming in here. Thank you for all for coming in here and hanging out with us. Oh, we had 31 people today. Boy, that's nice. Thank y'all very much. And if you want to hit that like button on your way out the door, I'd appreciate it. So, anyway, y'all have a great day. Stay warm. Jabez, go out, and Chastity, go out and get your milk and bread. And we will see you over on Todd's channel tomorrow if we have power and we have internet service. So, bye bye.
Yes, I went and looked at if the Lutherans were open. They said, no, we're for the threat of a winter storm, we're not going to open today. So,
Okay. And and uh, and Land Shark Picker Craig, he just private messaged me and said that some of his items are already showing up on Facebook Market. So anyway, I will see y'all later. I've got
good.
to go. Bye,
Okay.
Todd. Thanks, Todd. Thank you, everybody. Bye bye.